If you want some, hurry up and come get some.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
Because you're not feeling Lucy?
Austin, are you ready?
Are you ready, Rest Friends? Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh. I was literally thinking about the exact same line. I was like, are you ready?
Well, clearly we're ready. It's our first live stream of the year. And let me tell you guys, if you would have been here an hour ago with us while we were struggling to use another streaming platform, and then we're like, well, you know what? We don't have to live stream. Let's just pre-record it and do it over Zoom. And then that was also a hot mess. And now we are back to
We're here.
StreamYard. So let's see how this goes.
We weren't going to stream, but we're here. So yes, it could be a little bit of a hot mess.
Old reliable, but man, this morning very, very eventful. But I'm glad that we finally made it. So we are live, and there's so much wrestling to talk about, Rest Friend. This is the first stream, Rest Friend.
Yes, it is
Crazy.
On February 1st, I love it.
On February 1st, the month of romance, the month of love, and we love wrestling. So see how I did that, Rest Friend?
That's a good one. You're too good at this.
Thank you, Rest Friend. I went all month, all January on that one.
No, you did not. Quit playing.
Rest Friend, yesterday, the Royal Rumble, 10 out of 10. I only watched the Rumbles.
Right.
Yeah, I only watched the Rumbles. And I went to work in the morning and I left. I got out like at 3. And I remember my coworkers were watching the Rumble and I said, don't come near me. Don't tell me anything. I don't want to hear it. So when I left, they were watching it. And I'm like, all right, I'm coming in, guys. Like, I got to drop this off. And then they paused it before I walked in. And then I was like, that's great. Thank you so much.
That's sweet.
So considerate. Thank you, guys. I was like, no, don't text me till tomorrow. So the women's match was first. And I was really excited to see what women were going to wear. Because as we know, when the women have gone to Saudi, they have to be covered. So there's so many opportunities for the women to kind of just play around with their fits, right? What I did hear, this is a rumor, I don't know how true this is, but the women, I believe they should have been paid to get their gear made, right? And people were talking about like, oh, the women, they didn't get their gear paid for, which the women don't get their gear paid for either way, right?
Right.
But I want to say because they're never going to wear this gear ever again, unless it's like next year and they have it in Saudi. I would have liked for them to get like a stipend or something so they could have gotten that gear made. Yeah. And I get it, not everyone's going to have the same type of gear. Like looking at Sol Ruka and what she wore compared to what Charlotte Flair wore, I know clearly there was a cost difference, but you could have given all the girls like $3,000 and be like, here you go. Here's something to help you out with the gear that you're going to have made because we are going somewhere else where you have to be covered.
Yeah, I agree.
What are your thoughts?
No, I agree with you. Like every single one of them have had to obviously alter their gear style. None of them were able to wear what they usually wear. I didn't even hear about them having to pay that out of pocket, which I know that wrestlers have to pay for their gear out of pocket, but you're so right. If you're gonna go to another country and they're making them, the men don't have to do that. Like they don't have to change their gear. I know we're gonna talk about one of the men that did have to change something of his image, but for the women, for every single one of them to have to get new gear and not even get compensated for that. Yeah. I feel like, and I know we're going to keep talking about it, but when it comes to WWE going to Saudi Arabia, the women just don't get, what am I trying to say here?
Like
there's always something. Yes, there you go. It's not the same treatment, obviously. So there's always something that's a little,
that's a little,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. But, you know, the women worked with what they could. There was some fun looks. But the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble was Liv Morgan. And the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble was Roman Reigns. I know everyone's got their feelings about Roman. Russ Friend, I want to get your feelings right off the bat. A lot of people are upset, Russ Friend, with Roman. I'm not. How are you feeling?
I wouldn't say upset because I don't think yeah, I don't think I care as much to be upset,
Mm,
but I do think it's crazy that someone like Roman won the Royal Rumble when Roman has been in countless WrestleMania main events. So
mhm.
it's like, did we even have to have him win the Royal Rumble? I feel like he would have main evented WrestleMania regardless,
That's
right?
true.
That's how
That's
I
a
feel.
very good point that he already has the star power of
Yeah.
having headlined WrestleMania before, having double headlined almost WrestleMania before,
Yes.
night 1 and night 2, having won championships already. So, interesting choice. I'm not mad at it.
Mhm.
That's like if Charlotte had won the women's rumble, I was like, it's Charlotte Flair, right?
Right.
To me, I'm
Right.
thinking it's Roman Reigns. Like
Yeah.
he's a big name, he's a big star. And at the post show, I believe he did like an interview afterwards, and he was like, "Well, I gave them 2 years to find a star, and you didn't."
Yes, I saw that.
That was crazy behavior, best friend.
And and the fact that they had him win even after he said this,
Yeah,
I'm like, were they listening to him?
he was probably like, "All right." They're probably like, show us what a star is. Here you go."
Like
And
that's
that's insane to think about when
yeah.
you really had some people in that match who were really showing up and showing out. I'm thinking about Javon Evans. He had a really, really great showing. You had a Damian Priest in there that maybe you could have done. You finally could have pulled the trigger on LA Knight. Like that would have been great for
Yeah.
WrestleMania. Where was Joe Hendry?
Your
Where's
favorite.
my favorite Joe Hendry or my new favorite Kit Wilson? He wasn't even there. And then he made a TikTok and he was like, "I can't believe you guys thought I was gonna be there in the ring with a bunch of toxic men." Like,
Oh, you know what? I like that.
which I like how he played that off. I thought that was
Yes.
cute. And then he was like naming off people who were in the match. He was like, Matt Cardona, toxic. And he literally was just he would put their picture up his friend and he would say toxic, like crazy stuff. I thought that was funny. But I think that would have gotten maybe it wouldn't have gotten a pop. Maybe Saudi would
Yeah.
have thought about the Kit Wilson.
Yeah, restaurant. I think you're right. I think you're right. I don't think he would have gotten a pop.
I gotta rethink my things. All right, let's
Maybe it was a good thing that he wasn't
yeah.
there. We can have him in the next pay-per-view.
We're gonna host a Royal
PLE.
Rumble, and I will invite Kit Wilson.
I love that.
Isabel, thank you so much for watching. Happy first of the month.
Hey.
Everybody pay your rent on time. It's the first of the month. Oh my god.
I love that. Pay your rent on time.
Pay your rent on time, guys. No default here. All right, let's talk about the women. Liv Morgan won. She I don't know if I like thought that she was going to take the win. I didn't mind it because going into the Rumble, they were like, "Oh, but she's
Yeah.
been so close before, and she's just done so well." And Liv honestly has been on a roll with the Judgment Day. She's really secured herself as kind of like the leader. Like
Yeah,
she's it. So, what are your
I
thoughts
agree.
on Liv winning?
No, I agree with friend. I am not mad at Liv winning at all. I mean, first of all, the way that they played that off, how they had her eliminate Raquel, that's a very good story to start telling
Yeah,
with this Royal Rumble win because she eliminated her tag team partner,
yeah,
someone that she's been in with in the Judgment Day for so long, who's had her back for so long, eliminates her and wins the whole thing. I love it. I loved her reaction, well, Liv's reaction when she won. I thought it was really sweet. You can tell that she, like, behind her character, she was really, really, really happy to win that.
yeah. And people were noticing that afterwards. She was like super super excited, and she was like forgetting to point to the WrestleMania sign.
Oh.
She was so, like, overwhelmed with emotion. I'm like, "Oh, that's gonna be so great," and just imagine what that feeling is, like, you've been
Yeah,
working so hard, and you just lasted so long in this match with 30 other women, which a
yeah.
Rumble is not an easy match to be in. You've seen from, like, behind the scenes stuff and commentary that they've said, but shout outs to Liv. She's
Shout outs to Liv.
she has been great, love to see it, and, yeah, I wonder what title she's gonna go after.
No, me too. I always well, not always, but, like, I forgot that there was 2 titles that she can choose from. Like, there's 2 opponents that she can choose from, and
Yeah,
do you
and sh
think
I was gonna say she can also, go in NXT, which I don't think so, but she
right,
could.
right, it's an option.
It's an option. She lasted an hour and 6 minutes.
An hour and 6 minutes.
Leave an hour and 6 minutes. Yes. That's
Oh,
crazy.
that's so cool.
And
That
we
is
also
so
got
cool.
to see some people came back. Tiffany Stratton was at number 30. And
Mhm.
my dad was like, "Oh my God, Tiffany might win because she's been the champion before." And I said, "All right, maybe that's why she shouldn't win because she's been champion before, right?" Like, had our own opinions. He did not want Charlotte to win, and I'm like,
Okay.
"That's terrible," because I wouldn't mind if Charlotte had won.
You wouldn't have minded. Oh, the whole world would have burned, best friend.
Oh my God, everybody on Twitter would have exploded.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
So, who was your pick, best friend? Who?
I don't know if I had a pick. I really like Soul. I thought, I was like, okay, Soul Ruka. She came out in like some phenomenal gear. I think she had the best gear of the
I
night.
loved her gear.
It was so cool. And I think she played it off so smart. I think a lot of
Yeah.
other people, well, even Liv, she did a little bit something different, but a lot of women just were like bodysuit. And that gave me a lot of Candice Michelle flashbacks. And I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not all the women need to be in bodysuits, but you see how you just needed to be a little. I'm not shading the women, but I think Sol Ruka and her creativity, she was like, okay, I just need to be covered, but I'm still gonna be me. Like I
Right.
still got like this. I don't know. It was just this cool girl vibe. I was like, that's so awesome. Because even Liv, she's got like different pants and stuff like that.
Liv
I,
is, I mean,
didn't have bodysuits.
yes, Liv is giving Mysterio vibes.
Yes,
Like
yes,
she's in the Mysterio family, right? Well, Rey Mysterio.
yeah,
But I agree with Soruka. She was wearing something that she can wear again, that she can come out in again.
absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was my favorite gear of the night.
We also got to see the return of Brie Bella, best friend.
I was
Oh
waiting for you to talk about this. I need to know how you felt.
God. So Nikki came out, and of course, I did my little dance, right? I was like, okay, you can look, but you can't touch. And I was ready. I was like, okay, Nikki. I loved Nikki's gear. Oh my God.
Mhm.
I thought it was so beautiful. And they worked the red. Red is their color. Oh my
Red is the
God.
color.
She looked so cute. She looked very like basketball. Like she was
Yes.
basketball wife. And then Brie came out. And I said, oh my God, Miss Brie Bella, restaurant. If the Bellas are back, I'm never gonna shut up. I'm never
Yeah.
gonna shut up. I need them to be women's tag team champs. I need to run with them like ASAP, ASAP immediately. Can't come soon enough.
I think that as a women's wrestling fan, that is like one of the things I definitely want to see. I don't care how people feel about Nikki and Brie. I don't care if they think they're not good. I do not care. I want to see them as tag team champs.
If you're
100%.
not a Bellas fan, you're a loser. And
I
I don't
mean,
rules.
yeah, you're either a man or a loser, and like that sometimes like they go together.
Sometimes it's the same thing. Yeah. Fall into the same category. Make the Venn diagram, you're in the middle. You fit all of the options.
Mm-hmm.
What's crazy?
But
I want to talk about the crowd because
okay.
I am so over people chanting John Cena at Nikki Bella. Like, I don't care how you feel. Like, if you were living in your mom's basement and now you moved for an apartment, now are you going to be upset if people are still walking by you and be like, oh, mom's basement, your mom's basement? Like, okay, we're over that. Like, relax.
They're such losers, best friend.
Again, very loser behavior. Think about something else. If you don't want to watch the match, close your eyes, take a fucking nap. I don't care.
Exactly.
It
I
doesn't make
don't. I don't. I don't
And
know, best
then
friend.
what was crazier, I get it. People love Bryan Danielson. Brie comes out and everybody's like, oh my God, losing their minds. Yes, chance. And then Brie hugs Nikki and everybody loves the Bellas. Nobody likes Nikki on her own, but oh my God, Brie's there with her and now everyone's cheering.
It
You're
was
hypocrites. Shut the fuck up. Like that irritates me so much, best friend.
best friend. You're like, I see through all of you. You're all
I see
fake.
through all of you fake, broke people, probably ugly. Have you seen that? There's a TikTok video of this girl. Somebody called her fat, and she was like, "Oh, I'm fat, but you guys are broke and ugly and something." Like, I'm gonna see if I can find that video.
Okay.
I'll put it on Rest Friends so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But she ate them up, Rest Friend. She was like, "I might be this, but this is what the fuck you guys are." She ate
I love women. I love women. We
it
have
was
the best comebacks.
We do. We do. And I'm glad we got to see these two women back and
Me
sharing the
too.
ring together. Like,
Me
this has
too.
to be so exciting for them. I'm so glad we might get to see Twin Magic one more time.
That would be so exciting. As wrestling fans, when we think about the Royal Rumble, we always think like who are gonna be the surprise entrants, and we always want legends. Brie and Nikki are already considered legends. Like they already have their Hall of Fame rings. They've been there for such a long time.
They really
And when
changed
they
women's wrestling.
yes, they exactly, yes, they did. And they every time they come out, it's like a reminder of what they did back then. And like I said, even if people hate it or not, if you're a wrestling fan, you know who Brie and Nikki are, and you know what they did for the company, for the industry. I'm very excited that Brie is back. Like I said, I hope we get to see them as tag champs, and I hope we get to see them do the things that they weren't able to do when they were there back then, right? That they didn't have,
Yeah.
like her being in the Royal Rumble. I love it.
It's gonna be good. Like, I can already see what kind of matches they're gonna have. Put them against Roxanne and Raquel. Like, that match would be a banger. They could have a WrestleMania match, best friend.
They can have a WrestleMania match.
Oh my god. I'm so excited for them. I hope Bree's back. I hope she is, because this
Yeah,
might have just been a one-off. We're not sure
yeah.
yet. I haven't seen anywhere like confirm that Bree's for sure in the roster. But
Hmm.
could you imagine the Bellas running mayhem everywhere? And then, oh, and one day they're also on NXT fighting all the girlies over there. Like,
Oh, that would be cool.
I'm
I
here.
feel like I feel like that is something that the Bellas should probably do someday. Go to NXT and work with the women down there. Again, they're legends. Like all the things they can do in that company. Yeah, like you said, I hope Brie is back too, so that we can see more
Yeah.
twin magic action.
Yeah. Oh, so exciting. I love that. That was one of my favorite parts of the Rumble. And we also got to see Lash Legend, who kind of really shined throughout the match. And
Hmm.
I loved her gear as well. It was like purple. My mom was like, "Oh my gosh, she looks like Selena." Like, she had like, the floofy pants at the bottom, and it was all purple. She was so strong. So strong.
Hmm.
I was like, "All right, Lash, you have a really good chance here of possibly winning the whole thing." I was upset when
Yeah.
she got eliminated, but I was like, "You did good, girl."
No, when she eliminated Charlotte, I was like, wait. I
The
was like, wait,
drama
that's a
one?
huge moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
no, I
good.
thought she would. I for a second there, I was like, wait, I can see why I would have thought that she would have won that because I watched this after the fact. I watched it after I already knew Liv won,
Yeah.
but I really like the way Lash Legend showed herself.
Really, really good, and I'm glad that I feel like in the women's match more than the men's, they did make stars. I
Yes.
know we'll get to the men's and talk about, like, Javon Evans and stuff, but I think Lash did really, really well. Roxanne, again, did well, and I liked her gear. It was Shigo. If you guys watch Kim Possible,
Yeah.
what her inspiration was, I thought that was really, really smart. Um, Bailey also did. I thought Bailey was gonna do better. I was gonna say Bailey
Yeah.
gonna go farther, but it is what it is. We'll see.
Who eliminated Bailey?
I'm not sure, but she got eliminated with Lyra.
Oh, the Bellas. The
Oh,
Bellas eliminated Bailey. Yes, you're so right. When I saw that, I was like, oh, oh,
that's another match right there.
yes, it is.
And they love working with Bailey, so
I was gonna say that. They probably would love that.
you're probably like, "We'll come back if we can fight Bailey."
No, that was so crazy to me how the crowd went crazy when the Bellas eliminated Bailey.
Mhm. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first of the month. It really is, and it's our first stream of the year, and we're so excited that you guys are watching with us. Sorry
Wake
for the
up,
late
wake up.
notice. Sorry for the late notice, guys, but we will be back next week.
Yes, yes.
We'll be back
Yes,
next
we
week,
will.
guys. We promise. Yeah,
Eh,
I'm looking at Soul Ruka's right here. Look at how cute this outfit is.
I love it so much. Like I could have gone a warp tour with that outfit.
Oh my god. A lot of people were like, "Oh, she's giving like Lita vibes right here." And I was thinking about you.
Yes.
Is she reminding you of Lita right
Yes.
now?
Yes, she does. You're so right. We just need to see the little tanguita.
Yes.
But of course she couldn't have done that in Saudi. No, I love it so much. I agree with you, best friend. I love that we're both really what's it called? Like we agree with your gear. I think it's so cute. We're gonna have to wear that.
Oh, we have to.
We're gonna have to wear that now.
What else? Oh my god, not I'm looking at Ria's photo right here when she got thrown over.
I'm so glad you're bringing that up because that was where I was gonna go next on my notes. Raquel eliminating Rhea. You know what? I couldn't believe that I was watching a match where Rhea wasn't the star.
That's crazy, right?
That was so crazy to me. I was like, whoa. I mean, I fucked with it because everyone else deserves a moment as well. But to see Rhea not be the star and then get eliminated by her ex bestie Raquel, I was like, ooh, ooh,
So many
mm-mm.
things there that is like, dang. And I guess because she's already a champion, like currently a champion, that they were like, I don't know. She doesn't need to have the shine. But that just goes to show you that there's so many other like talented people right now that they're like,
Yes.
oh yeah, let's focus on them and let's do that. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Before we started the stream, you and I were talking a little bit about Chelsea Green. And that is someone who, for me, I feel like this year I would love to see her go up there to become the champ. Because
You know what's what's crazy about Chelsea? I know like she's talked about before about like being in the Rumble and having like the funny spot or whatever. Going into this one, I was like, okay, great. I hope she doesn't just have the funny spot and get eliminated right away. I know she wouldn't mind that,
yeah.
but you've already had her be a United States. She was like your inaugural, right? A United States champion. Was she the inaugural?
Yes. Oh,
Um,
I don't know if it was an girl, but yeah.
she's all okay. Somebody correct me in the comments, but she's already been a United States champion and you wanted people to take her seriously then, why have her lose the title and then not be serious right now? Like I was confused
Yeah.
by that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you because I know that one thing that WWE fans and WWE as a company love is someone that's good on the mic. Chelsea Green is excellent on the mic. She has the best promo, she has the best comebacks. She's not only funny, she's charismatic. And restaurant, one of our favorite things here in restaurants is that her presentation is always top notch. Her
Absolutely.
gear, herself, like that's a champ, that's a superstar. That's exactly what WWE goes after. And I really, really, really hope that we get to see that because I didn't see them elevating Chelsea in the Royal Rumble match, and I really hope that we get to see that. The way that she's been working in AAA, like this is a Mexican Spanish show, and she's killing it. She was killing it when she was the champ with Ethan. Yeah, my thoughts is I really hope we get to see Chelsea be
Sure.
elevated.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope she gets a match at WrestleMania. I think, like you said, she's like so well spoken. I think she can represent the brand so well.
Mhm.
I think she's one of the most beautiful women on the roster, rest friend.
Yes, I
I
agree with
am
you.
like so like I love her so much. I think there's like in terms of like beauty, I guess beauty is like subjective to everybody, right?
Yeah,
Like Nikki Bella to me is like my top beautiful woman. Chelsea Green is my number two top beautiful woman. Like
yeah.
all women are beautiful in their own ways, but like if I was able to look like someone, I would want to look like Nikki Bella or Chelsea Green.
I think Chelsea Green just has that body that screams, um,
Superstar, like sports, like
yeah,
athlete.
like not confidence, but that's not the word I'm trying to say. Um, Discipline,
Mm.
very good discipline with that body she has. I agree with you. Let's hope the best for Chelsea Green.
Chelsea girl, we love you. We
We
love
love you, girl.
you, really do. We hope you continue to shine and they better take you seriously. I swear to God.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about the men. I don't want to, but here we are. Oh
I don't
man.
even have many notes on this, but yes.
Neither do I. Okay? Neither do I. I got the important bullet points and then we'll talk about the luchadores that were at the Rumble. But we got the debut of Royce Keys, who was Powerhouse Hobbs in AEW. Did you think we were going to see Hobbs this soon in WWE?
No, honestly. I mean, is it what's it called? Obviously like a really cool thought. Oh, he'll come out for the Royal Rumble. Yes, but I really did not think about a restaurant. So when I saw on Twitter that he made his debut, I was really genuinely surprised. I was like, whoa, that happened so fast.
Yeah, I'm guessing they were like, I guess now's a better time than ever to have him show up. And he was like fighting Damian Priest. I was like, oh my God,
Crazy.
crazy. Like right off the bat.
Crazy.
And
Right.
he literally power slammed him. So I guess that's gonna be like a storyline that they might follow is him and Damian Priest. There's no way Hobbs isn't not getting a match at WrestleMania. Did I say that right? There's no way he's not
Yeah,
getting a match at WrestleMania.
yeah, that's what you said it right.
Because I was like, there's no way
You
he's
think so?
not.
There's no way he's not.
There's no way
Oh
he's
yeah, you're right. You're
not,
right.
right? I don't know. We'll see.
I do remember in school them saying that we can't have two negatives in one
Yes,
sentence.
that's why it
Right?
sounded wrong
Okay.
to me. I was like, wait a minute.
Me, I do remember in school.
Flashback to our education days, Rushrat.
Flashback. Oh my god, that was so funny. That was a long
Yeah,
time
I
ago.
think we're gonna see him at WrestleMania. There's no way he came back to not. My question is he going to be on SmackDown? Is he gonna be on Raw? Or are they gonna send him to NXT?
Right. Okay. So him coming out for the Royal Rumble made me think, oh, wait, he's skipping NXT. He's not going to developmental. Like he's going straight to the main roster. I feel like we might see him tomorrow on Raw.
That doesn't sound bad.
Yeah. I mean, do you think Hobbs is the type of wrestler that could immediately make it in the main roster, or do you think you'd prefer to see him in NXT?
From what we saw in AEW, I mean, when they pushed him, I was like, oh, okay, I kind of see it. Like he was good in the ring. And in that faction that he had with Taz when he was with Ricky, and who else was there? Was it just them two? Or was it a third person? Do you remember when they were when it was Team Taz? Was it just him and Ricky? Or was there a
Mm, well, besides Taz's son, what's his name?
Hook?
Oh, thank God. I was like, I know it's not Rock. I know it's one word.
Goodbye. You thought it was Rock? I'm dead.
I was like, I know it's not
It
Rock,
was
but
Ricky, Hobbs, and Rock.
yeah, I want to say it was just them. Oh my gosh, I
Yeah,
don't know,
that's
but
so funny.
but you know what my comment is on Hobbs, and this might piss off a lot of men because I know the men love them some powerhouse Hobbs, some Royce Keys. Um, I just don't see it. Like I am, I'm not a fan. I don't hate him. I just the wrestling, the in-ring work, of course, he's strong. Like what he's doing in there, it's good. To me, like the character, the charisma is just not there. Um, but wrestling fans love that though. They
Yeah,
love a male figure that's just big and strong and that can just throw people around. So I can see him just going straight to the main roster and not going to NXT, because to me, if he goes to NXT, what are we gonna get out of that? It's just gonna be the same Hobbs.
I agree with you. I think I'm gonna need to see a little bit of a personality. I wonder what kind of character they're gonna give him because you could tell he's already a strong man. Great, but
Mhm.
everybody that they've had on the roster needs to be on the mic. They need to get their character across. It happened
Right.
with Obafemi. Like Obafemi's got
Yeah.
a great personality. He's not just
Yeah.
a big guy, right? Like you
Exactly.
know who he is, what he's about, and even with like guys who are not as big, with like a Damian Priest, also had to learn how to work on the mic. LA Knight, fantastic on the mic, also kind of a big
Fantastic.
guy. Brock Lesnar, whatever your thoughts are about Brock Lesnar, he's a big guy, but like he had funny moments. He like you kind of knew what you were gonna get when Brock Lesnar was out there. So I
I,
wonder what character they're gonna have for Hobbs. I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna go with this.
Yeah, same. I know Sergio loves to tell me that Brock Lesnar back in the day, he was great. He's like, you can have your thoughts about Brock Lesnar now. I get it. But he's like, he was good. And I'm like, I guess. To me now, Brock Lesnar, that's all he is. He's just a big, I guess, strong guy coming out, showing himself that he's strong, and that's it. And that's how with Powerhouse, with Hobbs, with Royce Keys, I'm like, we already have that. We already have the Brock Lesnar. We already have so many big guys that come out and all they are big and powerful, right? For Royce Keys, I would like to see him succeed, and I don't want him to just come out looking like this big guy, you know?
Yeah.
Um, if not, then his run is gonna look just the same as AEW's. At least that's how I feel.
Exactly. They did try to do something with Hobbs and AW when he had like the book of Hobbs. Do you remember when he was like going around
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, okay. Like I get it. I'm seeing something here. And then that didn't really go anywhere. So that's just gonna be interesting. But
Yeah.
we did mention Brock Lesnar, he was also in this match. Why? I don't know, but people cheered. Like it was like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened. Brock Lesnar's here. Relax, guys. It's Brock Lesnar. And
Relax.
Braun Breaker was supposed to be the number 2 in this match.
Mhm.
Who was number 1? I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember who eliminated him.
Oh, Oba
Oh,
Femi.
yes.
Duh. Okay, so Oba was number 1. Ron Breaker was supposed to be number 2. And he was attacked by somebody who curb stomped
Yeah.
him, and people said Seth Rollins. I don't think it was Seth Rollins. Seth
I
was
don't
on the
think it was
internet.
Rollins.
He was not there. Clearly, he was not there. And I believe Seth Rollins. I don't know who it could have been. And I was looking in the face too, and I was like, there's no way that's Rollins. There's no way.
It didn't look like Rollins to me. People were saying Jake
Not
Paul.
built. Jake Paul?
Yeah, that's what people were saying, but I'm like, I don't know. I
Interesting.
would believe it more if it was what's his name? I didn't write this down. Wa- Something with a W. Waller.
Oh, Grayson Waller.
Grayson. Yes.
Waller? Yeah, right.
I
Oh my
think
God.
so.
You tell we don't really watch Monday Night Raw like this. People are gonna listen back to this, be like, Jesus, they really let themselves go. Wrestling.
Sorry, I didn't want to pay $30. Wait, actually, I didn't even know that it was on Disney Plus until Iridian told me right now.
Yeah, it was.
Um,
I don't think that's his name, guys. Somebody,
is it not Grayson Waller?
hold on. Maybe
Oh,
I'm typing it wrong.
I
How do you spell
swear you're right.
G? Oh, hold on. Yeah, Grayson
Grayson.
Waller. Okay, I was spelling it wrong.
Okay, there you go.
I was spelling Jason. I was like, Jason Waller. I'm so sorry, guys. I promise you, I'm getting my life together back as a wrestling fan. Okay,
We're doing our best.
I will have these names down pat. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of believable. Last time was it? I feel like people who have been dressed up and mysteriously in disguise. Last time it was like Austin Theory,
Austin Theory, right?
and this did not have a
Oh.
frame of Austin Theory.
Well, he was in the match, wasn't he? Oh
Yeah.
wait, it still could have been him though. It still could have been him.
Who
I
knows?
mean, yeah, I honestly have no idea where they're going with the storyline, so I have no idea who it could have been. I just do not think it was Seth Rollins. It didn't look like the way he.
We know what Seth Rollins looks like, so clearly
Right, we know the way he like moves around. That did not look like him.
not look like him at all. So we did get some luchadores. We got to see Ray Phoenix, best friend.
Yes.
Oh, period. For
Mm-hmm.
5 seconds, but
Right, it was quick, but you know what? At least they didn't have him go to Saudi for nothing.
I get it. But at the same time, I was upset. I was like, the Mexican, you can do that to them.
No, I know.
How fucking
I
rude.
I wouldn't have expected anything more, especially not in the location they were at.
That's crazy. And then we also got to see Dragon Lee. We got 2 versions of El Grande Americano, which you could have put Joe Hendry there.
You're like Grande Americano for what? Two of them?
2 of them is crazy.
That's crazy.
We were talking about Kit Wilson earlier. You could have put Kit Wilson in there. Where was Ethan Page?
Where was
Where
even
was
Page?
Ricky Starks? I know they had an NXT live also that same weekend. You couldn't cancel that. It's Royal Rumble weekend.
I agree.
Like, that's insane. I know we got to see Randy Orton. Great pop. People love Randy. They sung his song. Cody was in there. Of course, Cody's going to be in the Rumble. But like, come on, I guess Javon Evans from NXT. He had a fantastic showing. My dad was really a fan of him. My mom also liked him too. They thought he was like really entertaining.
Oh, mom liked him.
Okay, period. Love to see it. She also liked Trick Williams because I'm like, oh, he's like engaged or he's gonna get married to that girl who had the Selena outfit and the women's. She's like, oh, that's so cute. Like, she also liked Zack Ryder.
Oh, really?
Zack Ryder, because I was like, oh, well, he's also married to like Chelsea Green, the other girl who was like saluting. She's like, oh, that's so cute. So she loved all the couples.
Okay.
It was great. And yes, I'm gonna keep calling him Zack Ryder, guys. Sorry, Matt Cardona.
I had no idea that they resigned him as Matt Cardona.
Right? That's crazy.
Yeah, that is so crazy.
Like, you pay me for my name this time.
Okay, I guess I'll give that to him.
Good for him. And we also got to see Mr. Iguana, which I was super excited because I had shown my mom and dad a match in AAA before of Mr. Iguana. And I'm like, guys, he's amazing. 10 out of 10. They were not thrilled, but I thought it was a great time.
Oh my gosh, speaking of Mr. Iguana, didn't the ladies have a match for like
For his
two
love.
ladies?
For his
Yeah.
love. Yep.
I can't believe that. I
I
just
love
remembered
that.
right now.
I love that stuff, best friend. It's so telenovela.
It is something. I did see the backstage promos, and it was giving exactly what I missed from WWE back in the day.
It was so cute. We
Yeah.
also saw La Parca, which he didn't get a pop. People were like
I
confused.
cannot imagine that the Saudi crowd would know who La Parca is. Like,
And he was also like really good in the ring. He had his good moments, and then everybody was like, eh. So that is what that was. And we also got to see Rey Mysterio. Shout out to Rey Mysterio. Where was Dominic? Is Dominic injured?
I have no
Why
idea.
was he not in this match? It's Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, no, I just saw that he was not there. I thought he was lying. I was like, oh, he's gonna come out. He's just trying to trick us, right? But no, he really, I guess, was not there.
Also, Finn Balor. People went on social media and saw him tweet out, "I'm not
I
being
wanted to talk about that.
seriously in this company," like, or "I'm not being taken seriously enough," something along those lines. And then people were
Yeah,
like, "Oh, it's because Mr. Iguana." And I said, "Don't blame this shit on Mr. Iguana. You had two Grande Americanos in this match.
exactly.
He's so serious."
Exactly. They had
You had
Brock
Brock
Lesnar,
Lesnar.
but they couldn't have Finn Balor. No, honestly, I'm so glad he's speaking out on how disrespected he feels because that was very disrespectful. How are you not gonna have Finn Balor? Best friend.
That's
I
true.
mean, for the people watching, by the way, who know nothing about WWE or wrestling, I want you guys to know that this arena that they wrestled in Saudi Arabia was built in 30 days. So yeah, I know I don't have to go into detail on how they did that. I know you guys know, and if you don't know, go on Google. But they built this thing in 30 days. So I was a little scared, best friend. I was like,
Oh, absolutely. Anything
what do
could
you
happen,
mean?
right?
Anything can
Like,
happen.
mind you, I don't know anything about how structures are built.
Exactly, same. But 30 days?
30 days and like I get it, people there's like certain safety measures and like this is their job and people know what to do. To me, that's crazy. That's a
No,
crazy
that's
concept for me to understand. I can't understand how they did that and how they got so many people and it was literally a stadium. A stadium was built,
yeah, no, yeah. A whole stadium from the ground up.
which we're also going to talk about the stadium. We can talk about it right now. You
Okay.
said that Sergio said it wasn't empty. But
Yeah.
my dad had also was like, "Oh, is it empty?" So what happened was every seat on the side of it had like a stick, and on top of that stick was a like LED light. And if the arena's dark, of course, and the light is on, I'm not going to be seen if I'm next to the light and the light's flashing and doing all this other stuff. So while people were wrestling, of course, the lights are dimmed a little bit, but you have the lights on. And basically, what happened on TV, it looked very bad that it looked like there was empty seats, that everything was just an LED light. It was not great. It was not great.
I mean, if on TV it looked bad, can you imagine how annoying it was as a spectator sitting there with every other light in your eyes, like in your face?
It was like it was like kind of in front of you, like off to the side. So I don't know how to like explain it. It
But you
just
know how, like,
it gave me like Thunderdome vibes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But like, can you imagine sitting there and all the other lights? Like, wouldn't they bother you?
I'm sure they
The
would.
lights from every seat? Because they were bright on TV.
Yeah.
Best friend, we've been to wrestling shows where one of the lights that they're using for the show is like in our face for some reason, and it's kind of like blinding us a little
Yeah.
bit.
You get
That's
bothered.
what I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking, like, was anyone bothered by those lights? There was a bunch of LED lights throughout the whole stadium.
Or so much
Again,
pyro.
so much pyro, which is why so many people thought that it was empty. I thought it was empty. Serge was like, no, 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 it looks like it's just the way that the stadium is set up. Really weird, crazy stadium. They built it in 30 days and yet they made it look that way. That's so crazy to me. That is insane.
If anything, I would have made sure that lighting was great so you could see how many people went. I know
Right.
a lot of people were defending it. They're like, "Oh, well, it's an open stadium. It's, the crowd's gonna escape, the sound is gonna escape from certain things." And that's why there was certain spaces where you could tell it was like extra mic'd up
Yeah.
because you needed that sound to be picked up specifically. But they could have made any kind of stadium they wanted. You're telling
Yeah.
me you couldn't have focused on the audio, and that's what happens when something gets built in 30 days.
Well, I was gonna say, I guess they're for them what was important was the visuals. Clearly.
Really.
Clearly, because that stage was grand. That was a huge. Everyone's entrance looked huge and grand. And I think that was their goal, and they did it.
Thank you so much. This is the wrestling content I came for. Thank you. We are here to deliver the opinions that no one
Whatever opinions come on here.
whatever opinions come out of there. That's what you guys are getting. And we also got to see Penta. I was disappointed that Ray Phoenix got eliminated before Penta came out because I'm like, that's fucking rude.
No, I know. We wanted to see them together.
We wanted to see Lucha Brothers together. I hate that Ray Phoenix is not the star that Penta is.
Me
Like
too.
Penta being the star, fantastic. I love that for him. It should also be his brother having that same level of stardom.
Me too. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with the I don't know if it's the WWE, the higher ups. I don't know if it's the crowd that's just not eating him up, and that's why the higher ups are like, well, they're not giving us Ray like we want to see Ray Phoenix. I'm not too surprised because I did also notice when he was in AEW and we would go to shows that people would pop more for Penta than for Ray Phoenix. But I think like one of the mistakes that WWE is probably doing is not trying to feed us more Ray Phoenix, not trying to show us who Ray Phoenix is. Like, okay, we have Penta and we've given you Penta, but his brother also came with him, signed with him. Let us show you guys who Ray Phoenix is. We don't see him.
Boo. Overall, boo. I hate that they got him out like this.
Me
Someone
too.
said Brock Lesnar mode activated. Well, I'm going to deactivate it.
I
So I'm
was gonna say who activated that.
deactivating. I still have not seen the AJ match versus Gunther. I heard that was really, really good. I did see though at the end that AJ did not put his little gloves on the floor. So he
Hmm.
put them back on.
He did
Russell
not take
Brand,
off his boots.
he didn't. Does that mean that we are going to get AJ Styles in AEW? What do you think?
Best friend, I don't know.
Could you
I feel
imagine
like
it
you.
though?
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, that'd be crazy. These wrestling fans, these AEW wrestling fans, will lose their minds. They'll lose it. I could already see Sergio like, I knew this was happening, but I can't believe it. I see all of them like too sweet, too sweet. I
I
The thought is crazy, restaurant, and it's exciting
It really is. It really
because I really did not know anything about AJ Styles until he signed with WWE. And again, that was one of the people that Sergio was like, oh, he was in New Japan and he came from this and he was in TNA and he was great. So I didn't know much about him to WWE. So to think about seeing him work outside of WWE and see how he wrestles, it is an exciting thought. I'm not the biggest AJ Styles fan, but you never know. Maybe I'll become a fan now. Who knows? It is exciting, restaurant. What do you think? Well, how would you react if he does come out in AW?
I'm gonna be like, AJ Styles, AJ Styles. Let me get my gloves. Mind you, they're not my gloves. They're
Your dad's gonna.
dad's gloves, which he has not thrown away yet. I remember I bought them for him at a
Yeah.
WWE show that we went to, and he has never worn them because he doesn't want to wear them. He has them in a little cajoncito,
Mhm.
and they're just they're stored away. I know where they are. If I need them, I can go get them. But he loves AJ Styles. That's his boy. Like he thinks
Yeah.
my dad, he's got a lot of boys. He's like, oh
Yeah,
man,
he does.
Ricochet's my boy. Uh,
Ricochet is his main boy.
he loves our truth. He thinks our truth is hilarious, which of course he is. And Penta and AJ. Like, if he could have a buddy day with them, I don't know. I don't know if they would go sledding. Like you would see him sledding at the park restaurant at the hill, the top of the hill.
But sure, you're gonna see him take him to his truck. Like, let me show you guys my job.
Truck, yeah. Oh my god, best friend. They'd be in the yard. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. But I do see a world where AJ could come out and just kind of have a final run and be with the Bucks and be with
Yes.
Kenny. Like I think that would be so much fun to watch. And now that Champa's over there, they could have a couple matches over there and it would be fun because there were two ex WWE guys. There's
Yeah.
just so many possibilities of like different
Yeah.
types of matches that he could have. Could you imagine an AJ Styles and Kyle Fletcher match?
No, I can't. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy, restaurant. I just think as a former Bullet Club little nerd that I was, it's exciting to think of him working with everyone else that was also in the Bullet Club. Which you already mentioned, the Young Bucks. I think watching him and Hangman go against each other would be insane. I think Kyle Fletcher, you're bringing up Kyle Fletcher is a good one. That would be
Right? That
insane.
would be so good. Has he gone against Will Ospreay yet? No, right?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know. I don't
I
think
want to say no.
so.
A Will Ospreay match would also be incredible.
That would be
Like,
crazy.
it's just so many possibilities, and that also opens up the possibility of AJ also going back to New Japan.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
I know that's something else that people talk about, like, oh, he could possibly just go back to New Japan, which I don't see it happening. I don't see him just going back to New Japan. I feel like at his age, why would he want to move over there, right? But we might see him back there for, you never know. You never know, that's fine.
who knows?
The G1, imagine he's in the G1.
Put AJ
That'd be
Styles in the Continental Classic, best friend.
best friend. Like we never know what we're gonna see.
We never know
Tony
what's gonna happen.
Tony Storm walking up to him and talking to him. Like that in itself would be like
He's gonna
cool.
be like, "Don't I know you?" She's gonna be like, "No, you
Mhm.
don't
Yeah,
actually."
she's gonna come up with something so good.
It would be really, really fun. So many different angles that they could really work with this. I think this is a really, really strong possibility because, as we know, Jericho left AEW and he's most likely on his way to WWE. A lot of people thought he was going to debut at the Rumble. I don't know why they didn't take that opportunity to also do that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the situation was, if it was flights, if it was that he's still under contract. Maybe Tony Khan is still holding out the contract a little bit longer. We've seen it happen before.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's crazy to think that, "Oh, all right, we're gonna give you Jericho, sure, but you can't be mad at us if we sign AJ and he's on Dynamite this Wednesday." Like,
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean it's like Tommaso Ciampa debuting on Dynamite immediately.
yeah.
We had just seen him in WWE, debuted on Dynamite, and
He
then
had
we
just
see
put out his letter of like, "All right, I might be done."
And you wouldn't think, okay, we're immediately gonna see him this Wednesday, right? And then we saw Royce Keys yesterday in the Royal Rumble. So now we see how fast things are happening in wrestling, whereas like a couple years back, we would wait a couple, right? Like we would wait a little bit more to see someone that just left debut in the opposite on the opposite show.
Yeah. And they came in hot with Tommaso Ciampa. So he debuted on Dynamite. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, Tommaso Ciampa, crazy." And he's like, "Great, I have my first match on Saturday. Collision. First match back. It's against Mark Briscoe. And he beats Mark Briscoe for the TNT Championship. So now we have the psycho killer, Tommaso Ciampa, as the new TNT champion, best friend. What are your
Yep,
thoughts on this?
insane. That's it. I was like, what? What do you mean? That's crazy.
It is crazy, and I don't even know what type of run he's gonna have. I talked about this yesterday and in the post show because Kyle Fletcher comes out and Kyle is like, "I still got my eyes on that belt." I need that match to not happen right away. I want
Oh,
like a slow build to that match. I
yeah,
think
I agree.
Tommaso can tell him like, "Hey, you're not running the show. I'm running the show, and I'll tell you when I want to give you the match." My co-hosts were like, "No, we want this match right now." And I was like, I get it, but like Kyle can do other things. Like Kyle doesn't have to specifically go after this title. Like I think Tommaso could really run the show here. This is not about Kyle Fletcher right now. No offense to Kyle. Love him.
Well, I see where you're coming from, and I do not disagree with you. I will say that I think Kyle lost that championship a little too quick. I feel like it just, to me, it happened all of a sudden where he lost it. So I wouldn't be mad at him winning it again, but you are right. I wouldn't like to see Champa immediately lose it to Kyle Fletcher. I would love to see a build up, but also because I do enjoy Kyle Fletcher in storylines.
And that's
That
Kyle is
man
so
is
good.
so, it's like, again, it's like watching a telenovela, kind of a different type of telenovela. He's so good. He's so good with these stories, and I want to see it. I want to see that. I want to see more Kyle Fletcher. Absolutely, I do not mind seeing him weekly, but I would love to see a little build up with Tommaso Ciampa.
And it's crazy that, I think in a couple years we're going to talk about like Kyle Fletcher being one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Will Osprey, same in that. And crazy to think that Kyle Fletcher was part of the tag team in Aussie Open and then also being kind of with Will. I would think, this is my opinion, that right now Kyle Fletcher's on a completely different level than Will Ospreay,
Yeah.
right? And
Oh
that's
yeah.
crazy to think, but like
Yeah.
Kyle has really worked his ass off, and to give us the type of matches that he's given us, to really separate himself as like, now when you talk about wrestlers, you're gonna be like, oh, the Kenny Omegas, the Kyle Fletchers, like he's his own like category.
Yeah. You know why I think you feel this way, best friend? Because we're watching Kyle Fletcher
Mm.
grow into his character, right? And we didn't see that with Will Ospreay. I saw Will Ospreay matches in New Japan, but I wasn't following along to see his how he was growing and everything. But we're getting to see that with Kyle firsthand. Yeah, no, I completely agree with you, and I think that's why.
Oh man, it's crazy, but I'm glad that we got to talk about it today, about everything that's going on so far, about the Rumble, and
Hmm.
now we're on our way to WrestleMania. That's going to be in Vegas in April, and shows are already being announced. I know GCW has announced like some of the stuff that they're doing. I can only imagine what kind of buildups we're going to be getting towards there, because also AEW is not going to get left behind. Like they're also
Yeah,
going to be building up for that weekend to have
yeah.
something good, like Double or Nothing, and who knows what other shows we're going to be getting in Chicago. I hope another residency in the summer. That was just
I
beautiful.
know. I know. I really do hope we get another residency this year. That would be so cool. Tony,
Tony, please.
Tony.
And it was like perfect weather too. It wasn't too hot and wasn't too cold. It was perfect.
It was perfect. I know. I love this so much.
10 out of 10. Rest friend, what are your final thoughts overall? What do you have to say to our rest friends before we log out? What do you guys have to say to us before?
Yeah.
What are
I
your
was
thoughts? I know
I
we didn't get a lot of like super participation because we didn't advertise it, but we're here, guys, and we
yeah.
are going to stay. Not right now, but we are going to stay constant.
Yes, exactly. I'm so happy we did decide to end up going live because like I said, we weren't y'all. We were not gonna be live. But no, I don't really have any last thoughts. I'm really happy to be back. I'm really happy to be back live. Thank you to everyone that joins us on our chat. And that's it.
Shout outs to everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you keep up with all of our social media. That's where we're going to give our announcements on when we're streaming, what our schedules are. If we are running late, we will update everybody. But thank you guys so much for starting off the year with us. We appreciate it. Thank you for continuing to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Please recommend it if you have wrestling fans. Share our page. It helps us with the algorithm. Give this as much interaction and a like and a share, everything you can. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us, Rest Friends. We love you guys,
Yes.
and we will be back probably next week. We will update you guys.
No, I agree. And you know what? I did see Mimi's comment where they said AW White Castle meal review. You never know. That can be like
Dead. Hold
a
on.
little something we can do.
Okay, I heard about that. I love White Castle. If you don't like White Castle, I feel like it's because you weren't raised on White Castle.
I've never had White Castle.
First
So
time you have to go. I think they have the Hangman poster right as soon as you go in. He comes with like, it's like the meal. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. I want the hangman meal. Then we're like,
Okay. Period. And then we can get to my house and we'll put it in the toaster oven to warm it back up.
yes, that's a great idea. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right. We will see you guys. Bye. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.